Here we are at the lake, the Alpine Lake, just up by Mara Lookout. You can probably just about see Mara Lookout way up there. We'll put you a shot in of later. If you want to see how we got here, stay tuned, sit back and enjoy. We found after many years of traveling the back roads of British Columbia, the best maps you can actually get are the back road map books. The one we're using today is the Thompson Okanagan map book. So we are heading up to the Mara Lookout. That's up on the Hunter's Range. It's just east of Mara Lake. We have tried to get up there 3 times prior, but because this is a very seasonal trail and does turn over to be a snowmobiling trail once the winter hits us, we've been shut down for 3 times. But once you get there, it really is worth the journey. Once you've come off the paved road and you hit the dirt roads, first thing we always do is air down. We find about 20 psi is perfect for hitting the back roads until you need to let them down further. This does lots of things for you. It saves the road, it makes the drive a lot more comfortable, and it makes it safer. Currently 11 kilometres of Trinity Valley Road, heading to Ashton Creek to fill up with gas, and then from there we're heading out towards Maple Lake and turning up to the Hunter's Range. Hunter's Range is a great place. There's a little Alpine Meadow lake up there, and we'll take you along to have a look.
One thing to note about the little store at Ashton Creek is it has some of everything. You can get fishing gear, you can even get plumbing gear if you really wanted. They have fresh fruit, they have bread, they even have a liquor section. So you can stock up on anything that you need before you hit the backcountry out this way.
Yeah, I think what we'll do as well is we'll drop a pin on one of the maps and we'll pop a map in at this point so you can see where it is.
So we just turned on to 3 Valley Maple Forest Service Road, and this is the actual start of the Forest Service Road from the Ashton Creek kind of side to get up to Hunter's Range. I believe you can actually get at the range from a different side as well, I think towards 3 Valley Gap, but this is the way that we've approached it before. It is beginning of August. The last time we attempted this, it was end of October, so hopefully there's not any snow because it is quite high up. We have attempted it and been shut down by snow before, but fingers crossed.
How many times?
I believe it was 3 times.
3 times we tried, yeah.
3 times we were shut down by snow last year. You kind of hit that point where you decide how long is it going to take us to winch through all of the snow, because we do drive solo, not in a convoy. But hopefully we'll make it up this year without any issues, because it is beginning of August.
We hope.
The mountain is just rolling and I can just down it.
Is it so much fun?
Yeah, it is, Mommy.
So as we pull onto this Forest Service Road, the view really opens up. The vista is absolutely spectacular.
We've stopped over here before to have lunch in the past, and we've just stopped to get some food for the kids out. We're going to give you a little bit of a preview of what kind of views you can get up this way. But it used to be a clear-filled section, and everything is starting to grow back now. We've got lots of wildflowers in bloom, so it's really spectacular out this way. guys having a good snack?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you have?
An egg.
Are you excited to go camping today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the crew all fed now?
I think they're fed. One boiled egg each and an apricot. Not sure that's perfect nutritional value, but they seem to be happy. And for any of you that want to take this Vista in on your way up to Hunter's Range, here's the coordinates. Take a look, you won't be disappointed. So we're now at an elevation of 900 metres and climbing up to Hunter's Range and to the Alpine. Up until now you could have really got here with any decent SUV. You don't really need a four-wheel drive. Obviously four-wheel drive makes it easier with the ground clearance and bigger tyres and four-wheel drive itself. However, you could literally have driven a normal standard car up to where we are right now, or an SUV. As we continue to gain elevation further up the trail, airing down the rock really has helped, both the ride and the traction. As we start to come into the Alpine, the view really does change. As we venture into the lower Alpine, you can really see everything change around you. The sunlight just starts to hit the ground, which brings on the growth of the Alpine flowers. The meadows up here are absolutely beautiful. As the switchbacks get tighter and we gain in elevation, we really do feel that we're getting closer to the Mara Lookout. Just as you reach that point when you're thinking to yourself, how much further is it to Mara Lookout? You come around the bend to find a sign telling you it's 6k. Along with this sign, there is another, a more important sign. This one is to tell you to stay on the trails. I know there's a reason for this sign. So we've just come above the tree line into the Alpine on Hunter's Range. And outside there is a beautiful meadow of flowers and some gorgeous, I think they're bluebells by the looks of them. There was a notice as well on the way in to stay on the prescribed roads. Yet all over the place you can actually see where people have driven off the road. Let me show you. This is the sort of thing that gets roads and trails shut down for people that are actually responsible and do stay on the trails. So I urge everybody, they're all over here. There's tracks going everywhere, so I urge everybody to stay on the trails, and then they'll keep it open for everybody to enjoy. As you can now see, as you look at this is the reason we come up this far.
So we're just kind of emerging from the Alpine Meadow, and we've got the first glimpse up ahead of what it looks like for getting to the actual Mara Lookout, and it's spectacular.
And just like that, everything opens up. Craggy rocks start to appear, the trees start to diminish, and the vista just opens before you. As we make our way further into the Alpine, it really is difficult to deny the beauty of all the flowers and the flora and fauna. It really is a spectacular place. standard with an automatic sway bar disconnect. It allows the front axle to actually manipulate and articulate correctly over the rocks, divots and trenches. On one of our last trips up here, we did follow a stock Tacoma. Although going down the switchbacks a little too fast, he did make it all the way to the Mara Lookout. Hats off to that guy.
Well, we can now just see the Mara Lookout Tower properly, and it is at the top of the peak.
Right in front of us. That looks a long way up.
And we're at 1,978 meters, and it is still a good distance up the hill. We just reached the Alpine Level Lake up on Hunter's Range towards Mara Lookout, and it is gorgeous up here. We don't believe that we are allowed to camp very close to the lake, though it looks others have, so we're going to be heading back down. But it's absolutely stunning up here. There is another spot up towards the actual lookout itself, up over that way, that you could definitely park, but you have to go up some of the switchbacks in order to get there. And if it does get windy, it will be super, super windy in the tent, just because there's no trees up over there. So we are gonna enjoy a bit of a sandwich and then head back down and maybe find somewhere else for the kids to go and check out a lake. We don't want to disturb any of the alpine flowers. Obviously they're in bloom right now, so it's a really big thing to make sure that we stay on the beaten path. We're not going to be forging new paths through anywhere, and even some areas that we think, oh, other people have been there, but maybe they shouldn't have been there, we're not going to go in those directions. So it's really important to make sure that we don't crush any of the flowers up here, because if you do, you end up with kind of bald patches in the grass, and it's really unfortunate because you can tell by the rest of the landscape that it should just be covered in these beautiful little flowers.
With views like this, you can't help but stop and take it all in. Been a great day. It was absolutely gorgeous up there, wasn't it?
It's fantastic. I wish we could have seen the sunset up there.
Yeah, we did have a sick child at the time though that seems to have made a miraculous recovery. He's gone from death's door, white as a sheet, throwing it up, to absolutely fine in a matter of 20 minutes.
Yeah. Catnap seems to have made a whole world of difference.
Yeah. Or fakery. Anyway, we're heading back down now, just finishing off the climb that we went up earlier. We're about 14 kilometres away from the road. My ears are about to pop because of the reduction in altitude. We were going to camp up there, but like I said earlier, we didn't want to because we didn't want to damage any wildflowers. From us all here at Summit Overland, we thank you for following us along on this adventure. We can't wait to take you on our next one. And remember, the journey doesn't end at the summit. A special thanks to everybody that's made this journey possible.